Hello guys, my name is TheRussianBadger and welcome to Battlefield 4 CTE, or Community Test Environment, also known on the Battlelog forums as DICE, why aren't you fixing the goddamn game? And today I'm here to show you what it is, what it's all about, and what improvements and changes are being made. And I'm sorry, but I have to keep it short because I have to return some videotapes. The first thing that I had to do to gain access to Battlefield 4 CTE was this long written agreement, and I found some specific sections rather hilarious, like survival. Apparently EA wants to teach me how to avoid dying while playing the game, and although that's appreciated, it's not necessary. No support was the name of another section, which is probably referring to every squad that I ever happen to find myself in my entire life. And some final noteworthy lines included vulgar expressions, coarse language, abusive behavior, and verbal harassment will not be tolerated either towards EA personnel or other beta testers, followed by, you will not behave in any manner that is contrary to the spirit of the game as defined by EA in its sole discretion. So even though I probably should not have ran around shooting everybody with frag rounds and verbally abusing scrub lord kids that were somehow invited to a beta test, call the cops, I don't give a fuck. The download itself is over 15 gigs, which forced me to stop seeding several terabytes of prawn, but it was a sacrifice that I was willing to make, given how extremely different this game was, in the following ways. First thing you're gonna notice is that screen shake / cataract syndrome is slightly better. You know when you're running around filling your arms because there's thousands of grenades going off around you, in addition to basically every bush monster on the map and their mother firing DMRs next to your ears, resulting in these kind of convulsions like you were forced to watch a Skrillex concert? That's a little bit different now.
Yo, Skrill, drop it hard.
Another thing you'll be pleased to hear is that now you can tweak your aim down sight sensitivity to a great extent, so you can either make your reticle basically into an immovable object when you scope in, or so touchy that when you're trying those neck snapping 720s that you can twirl around even faster. And of course, the big one that you probably all want to hear about, which is the netcode. First of all, I find the whole netcode thing hilarious, alright? The term itself of netcode really doesn't mean anything outside of Battlefield from a software point of view, so there's probably a DICE engineer somewhere that is pissing his pants laughing while in the Battlelog forums because he made up some kind of nonsensical word for thousands of butthurt Battlefield players to latch onto when they're crying and whining. But outside of the buzzwords of netcode and tick rate, there was now an ability to change the high-frequency network update between low, medium, and high. Now, personally, I don't like setting it to low, because that word is one letter away from being slow, and I gotta go fast. I also really don't like putting it on medium, because the only thing that I really like medium on my chips and queso, and that's not extremely extreme enough. It's not even extreme cheddar, so naturally, getting high is the only option. But you know what? At the end of the day, me telling you how the gunplay feels and whether or not I'm getting shot around corners because of my netcode, my tick rate, is one of those things that you have to experience for yourself. The same way you can't really understand what acupuncture is like by some guy on the internet verbally describing it to you, so you're just gonna have to try it for yourself. And that's about it. Yeah, I know, you thought this video would be way longer, but in reality, CTE is not that different from Battlefield 4. So those of you that thought that you were missing out, if CTE were a girl, she'd be like 2 out of 10 tops.